now. This is Fox 10's Nicole Garcia. She's again at that Biden-Harris event in Phoenix. Let's go ahead and take her live. Nicole,
yeah, good afternoon, Daytona and Andrew. Hi, it's kind of warm out here actually, but we're right outside of the Herd Museum where Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and their motorcade arrived at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. They are meeting with several tribal leaders here at the Herd Museum, and not a lot of fanfare out here. There's really not much to see. I'll step out of the way, but it's kind of boring out here. So it's not your typical presidential campaign event. We don't see people rallying outside. We don't see signs or really much of what's going on. And I'm told by one of the Biden staffers, local staffers, is that they kind of kept the details about the visit as far as the timing and the exact locations. They didn't really want to give that out to the public because they want to keep the crowds to a minimum. They realize we are in a pandemic and they don't want a crowd of more than 50 people at any of their events. So they're right now here at the Herd Museum in Central Phoenix meeting with tribal leaders. And pretty much all the people that we saw enter into the parking lot about 45 minutes ago were with the Biden-Harris campaign and the poll reporters. So you would expect to see, I mean, this is a pretty big event for the two of them to be campaigning together for the first time since the Democratic National Convention here in Arizona. We've established, our state has established itself as a battleground state, and so this is technically a big event, but not a lot of fanfare. So we're getting information about what's going on with these meetings from our national correspondent pool reporters, but from out here, you really can't tell anything much is going on. So there is this stop here, the meeting with the tribal leaders that's going on right now, and later this afternoon they're expected to launch their Soul of the Nation bus tour right out of here, right out of Phoenix, and Biden and Harris were told are going to be traveling separately just as a precaution because of COVID. So they won't both be on the bus, but they'll be participating in this bus tour. And it's a rather large bus. We haven't seen it pull up here to the Herd Museum yet. It was in Window Rock, Flagstaff, and Sedona yesterday. It's supposed to be here in Phoenix right around now, and they're going to be visiting small business owners in Phoenix and in Tempe and reaching out to voters later this afternoon as well. But again, the Biden-Harris campaign not releasing a lot of details about where these events are taking place and exactly when, because they say they want to keep the crowds down. They don't want a big rally. They want to be cautious because of COVID-19. So basically we're kind of just going to be following the bus tour as it goes along Phoenix and Tempe later on today. But like I said, you know, this is a huge event politically, but you can't tell by the outside of the Herd Museum. There's really not a lot going on here. Back to you guys.
That's right, Nicole. You know, I don't live too far from the Herd Museum, and you'd expect a lot of police commotion and bystanders and well-wishers, but didn't see any of that this morning. So you're confirming that they are there and they're holding that event with tribal leaders. Heard they were meeting with the leaders and members of the Navajo Nation. Obviously, for our viewers who aren't local to Phoenix, the Herd Museum is all about Native American art and culture. But like Nicole said, Biden and Harris are launching this bus tour, and I think Nicole said Biden will be in Las Vegas tomorrow as well on this bus tour. But Nicole Garcia, thank you so very much from Phoenix.
Good to be with you guys.
All right, so right there we were talking about that big bus that's going to be heading around